What's up, guys? Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we're gonna build a very functional and beautiful weather app. So let me just show you. If this is the welcome view, welcome to the weather app. Please share your current location to get the weather in where you are. So I set the location simulator to Cupertino, the Apple headquarters. It says the 9 degrees there and these clouds. And here, very nice. We have a very nice card that tell us the minimum temperature, the maximum temperature, the wind speed, and the humidity. So for this tutorial, I use the Open Weather Map API key. So just you have to sign in. Let me just show you. I log out here. So you have to sign in, and then let me just sign in. Yep. And here I sign in, and I head to the API keys here, and you can generate here, but I have it right there, and I copy and paste it, and then you I'm good to go. So jump in the coding. First of all, we have a new group here. Sorry, new group for our managers. So in the manager, we have two files. First of all, location manager. Location manager. Okay. So in the location manager, we have to tell iOS that we want to use the location of the device. So I import the core location here. After that, we have a class here, location manager, and it is an NS object, and again observable object, and CL location manager delegate. So here we have a let manager equals to CL location manager, and then we have two publish values, publish var location of CL location coordinate 2D, and assign publish var is loading equals to false. So we have override init. So in here we have super dot init, and then manager dot delegate equals to self. Yep. So here we have a function of request location, and here is loading equals to true, and manager dot request location. So after that, we have another function for location manager, and we have the manager and did update location. So here, that one. So manager CL location manager and did update location CL location. Okay, location equals to locations dot first. This is an optional and coordinate, and then is loading equals to false. So nice. After that, we have location manager here. Let me just okay. I have to use the parentheses here, and we are good to go. And this is delegate. Yep. And here I think coordinate. Okay, I will fix it later. So function of another location manager, and this is did fail with error. Did fail with error. Yep. And here print. Here debug error getting location, and we print out the error here, and is loading equals to false. So this is our location manager. So let me just show you why. Location equals to locations dot first and dot coordinate. So let me just fix this. New. Implicit. I think I missed something here. Let me just double check. Manager CL location manager and did update locations. Locations equals to CL location. Okay, I don't know why this is happening. Okay, so very nice. And location equals to, let's grab this function here and then just copy and paste it. Again, we have the value optional coordinate. Yep, here. This is our problem. Yep, here this is optional. The location is optional. We have to use the question mark here to say that it is optional. So we have the location manager here. Then we have the weather manager. Weather manager Swift file, and here in the weather manager, again we import foundation and we import co-location package, and we have let API key. So as I said earlier, you have to sign up in the Open Weather API and then use your API key. So we have the class here and fill it right there. Yep. Let's copy and paste. Let me just copy and paste my API key here. So this is my API key. Weather manager, and this is the function of current get current weather, and here we have a latitude equals type of CL location degrees, and we have longitude equals to CL location degrees also, and this is an async function and throw some error and then give us like a weather. So here for the weather type we have to create our model. So in the weather app we have a new group here. We have a model group, and in the model group we have a Swift file, and just let me change the name here to weather model. So we import foundation here and we have a struct of weather. So it is a decodable struct. So in here we have var core equal for, yep. Okay. Let me just first of all create some struct coordinate response. It is a decodable, also decodable, yep. And we have a variable of longitude, and this is double here, and we have a variable of latitude. This is also double. So after that we have another struct here. This is a weather response, and this is decodable, and this is a variable ID of double, variable main string, and variable description here, and this is string also, and variable icon. This is also a string. So here, right there, and another struct, main response. It is also a decodable, yet. And we have variable of temperature, double, and variable fields like, and just feels like double, variable temp min double, and variable temp max again double, variable pressure equals to double. So variable humidity double. Yep. So the reason that I type like this feels like instead of feels like or temperature mean or temperature max. It is because that our JSON, our response JSON, has this field and it has to exactly be the same as our response JSON. So this is our model. Uh, get back to the weather manager here, and we throw back weather here. So here, after that, we have the guardlet URL equals to URL, and we have a string here. So this string, we have this URL. Let me just copy and paste it, and then I will tell you what is going on here. So, uh, yep, this is something bizarre. So we have else after that, and we have the fatal error, and the message would be missing URL. So here, nice. So what is going on here? Cannot find API key in the scope. So this is the API key. This is the API key. We go on longitude. So longitude. Yep. I just misspelled it, I think. Yep. And here we are good to go. So we'll request to this URL api.openweathermap.org and data and so on and so forth. And we pass the latitude that we get here, and we pass the longitude here that we get here, and the API key that we set here, and we set the units would be metric. Else it fails. It runs this code and it is turn back the fatal error that missing a URL. So after that we have a let URL request equals to URL request, and URL would be URL. So here let data and response equals to try await URL session that shared data for URL request. Yep. Here guard, and we have a response here as HTTP URL response, and this is optional, and status code if equals to 200, else fatal error, and this message would be error fetching weather data. So what these lines do is that these three lines, it throw out a request to our URL, and then if the response status code equals to 200, it pass. Else, it runs a fatal error and gives us a fatal error throughout our program. So after that, we have let. After we receive our data, we have let decoded data equals to try JSON decoder and decode. So here we have weather.self and from data. So it decodes our data here, to match the weather model that we create, this one. Okay. So after that, we can return decoded data. So here we have it. Nice. So before we jump to the UI, we have something to do here. We have some extension. So here in the weather app, we have a new group here, name extension. And in the extension, we have a Swift file name double. So in the double, import foundation, and we have an extension here of double. So in here, we have func round double. Yep, double. And it returns a string. So we return a string, and format would be %0.0f, and the argument would be self. So this is our first extension, and then We have another Swift file named view. So for the view extension, we have to import the SwiftUI, import SwiftUI here. Yep, and we have extension here, view, and it is a function for corner, radius, and here we have radius of CG float and corners, UI rect corner, and it returns a sum to us. And we have a clip shape here, shape rounded corner, yep, and just rounded corner. So we have to create another structure, struct rounded corner, yep, and the shape. So here we have variable of radius, CG float equals to that infinity. We have variable corners, and the UI rect corner, and equals to all corners. So here we have func path in rect CG rate, and it returns a path here, and so let path equals to UI bezier path, and we have rounded rect. And here by rounding it, this one. Rounded rect by rounding corners and corner rate. So rounded rect equals to rect, and by rounding corners equals to corners, and corner ready, and it is CG size, width would be radius, and height would be radius. So here, and then we return path, and path dot CG path, yep, here. So here for the rounded corner, we have a radius, would be radius, and corners would be corners. So here, yep. This is nice. So jump to the UI, the exciting part. So we have a new group here named views. So here we have a new SwiftUI file, and then it is a welcome view. First of all, welcome view. So in the welcome view, let me just replace the content view in our views folder. So here, let me just delete these ones, and yep. Okay, hit to the welcome view. So here we have import SwiftUI and import core location UI. So after that, we have an environment object, add sign environment object variable location location manager, yep. And here we have in our body we have a VS stack. Here we have a welcome text, another VS stack, and the spacing equals to 20. Here we have welcome, we have a text, welcome to the weather app here, yep. And this is a bold, and the font would be dot title. So here, let me just pass. And here we have text, and please share your current location to get the weather in UR. So here, after that, you have padding. After that, you have multi-line text alignment would be that center, and we have a padding here. So here, nice. And here we have a location button, and we have a location button here. So we have the share current location, and here in the action we have a location manager that requests location. So nice. And corner radius dot corner radius would be 30, and symbol variant would be dot fill. Yep. And foreground color would be white. They're nice, and the frame would be max width dot infinity, and max height would be dot infinity also. So nice. This is our welcome view. After that, we have to create our loading view. Loading view. So this is not as much as complex. So here we have progress view style, progress view, and after that we have progress view style, and we have the style of circular progression bar style, and tint would be dot white, and dot frame would be max width dot infinity, and max height would be again dot infinity. Okay, this is our loading view. So hit to the weather view, or we can first of all create weather row, weather row. So the weather row is this one. So here in the weather row, we have some variable logo, and this is a string, and variable name. This is also a string, and variable value. This is also a string. So after that, we have htag here, htag, and the spacing would be 20, and the content, we don't use the content. So let me just pass the data here. The logo would be the moment, and the name would be phase life, and the value would be 8 degrees. Yep. So this one right there. So here we have htag. After the htag, we have the image here, and the system name, logo, and that font would be the title 2 here. Yep. And the padding and the frame would be width 20, and height would be 20 also. And we have a padding here. So that's background here would be color. We create our color here, color, and the hue would be 1.0, and saturation would be 0.0, and brightness would be 0.888. So this is our background, and the corner radius would be, corner radius, no, corner radius would be 50. Very nice. So after that, we have a VS tag. In the VS tag, we have alignment here, that's leading. And after that, we have a spacing, 8. So here we have a text, and we have name here. So that font would be that caption, yep. And we have another text here with value, and that's bold, and that font would be that title. So let us see. So this one, this is the weather row, this is our weather row, this one. So after that, we head to the weather view, and then we are good to go. So here we have new SwiftUI file, weather view. So in the weather view, we have a variable here. Sorry about that. Weather, and in our body variable, we have a z stack, and we have alignment dot leading, and for our content, let me just, and then yep, right. Let me just has the preview weather. What is preview weather? Yep. So I have no idea. So let us create this one. So we have a Z stack here, and we have alignment. Yep. Sorry about that. You distracted. Yep. We have VS stack here and another VS stack in it, and this is alignment that's leading, and we have a spacing of 5. So here we have a text, and we have a weather dot name. So let me just create this one. So here in the preview content, we have to add something, our JSON data. Let me just grab this one. Don't worry about it. I will leave a link in the description that has all the data that you need. So this is our weather data, our simple data. So after that, we have model data here. We have to create a new Swift file. Anyways, and this is a model data. So we import the foundation. So we have variable of preview weather. This is a weather type, and it goes to load the weather data. Weather data.json. So here we have function load, and this is a T and decodable. And it requires a file name here, and it's a string, and it returns a T to us. So we have a let data of data. After that, we have got let file equals to bundle.main.url for resource and with extension. Yep. And there's a file name here, and the extension will be nil. So else, we have fatal error. This is couldn't find string manipulation file name here in main bundle. So after that, we have a do catch block. We have a data here equals to try, and this data consists of contents of file, and for the catch block, we have fatal error couldn't couldn't load, and this is a file name here from main bundle, and we have a new line here, and we print out our error. So after this do catch block, we have another do catch block do. So we have let decoder equals to JSON decoder, and after that return try decoder dot decode and t dot self and data from it. And we have a catch block here, let sorry that fatal error couldn't yep parse file name here as t.self, and here we have new line here, and we have our error. So this is our preview data to the weather view, and let me just close this one, and we have the weather here equals to preview weather. Preview weather, yep. So Here it said that the value type weather has no member of name. Let me just see if this is true or not. Yep, because we don't type another ones. So here we have variable coord and we have coordinate response and variable weather. Here it is an array of weather response. Nice. And after that we have variable of main and it is a main response. Main, main response. Yep. And a variable name here, it is a string, and a variable wind equals to wind response. We don't have, yep. We have a struct here, wind response, and it's decodable. So we have variable sp, is double, we have variable degrees, is double. So after that we have extension, weather dot main response, and here variable freeze like, double, and in return freeze like. So variable temp main, it is a double here, and return temp min, and again variable temp max, it is a double also, and return temp max, yep, like that. So this is the complete model here. I forgot to complete it, so we hit to the weather view here, waiting for the canvas. So here for the weather name. Here we have we have something that we have to couldn't parse data JSON from where. Yep. So let me just see our problem. Where is the problem? So we have in this one decoder that decode t dot self from data and data contents of file, and then we have a catch block. So this is good, and we have a let decoder JSON decoder. Yep, and we have a decoder that decode t self from data. Yep. So load. Let me just grab this one. Maybe we have to. Yep. No. Why is yelling at me? Do catch. Return decoder JSON decoder. Let me just copy and paste this one here. So let us see what is going on in the weather view. Again, we have it. Couldn't parse data JSON from weather as weather. Okay. Maybe we have an issue in the model. Our model. Let me see. Copy and paste this one. Yep. So let us try again. Yep, nice. We have it. We have an issue there. So, and the name here, where is the name? Mm, here we have Zoka. Yep. And here we have it right there. So, this is our model file. Let me just show you. We have an issue in the model file, I think. But if you want to rewrite it, you can do it here. So, you can pause it and rewrite the model here. After that, we go to the weather UI. So weather view. So for the name, this would be, let me just make some space. So the weather.name, and it is a bold, and the font would be the title. So we have a text here, and here we have today, and after that we have a string manipulation and date. Dot formatted, and we got date time, dot month, dot day, and dot hour, and dot minute. So here, after that, what is he yelling at me? Okay. Why is okay now? This one would be this one. Sorry about that. So the font would be dot light. Going to build fonts. Wait, yep. So here, and the frame would be max width dot infinity, and alignment would be dot leading. And a spacer, and here we have v stack and h stack, and we have v stack here, and we have a spacing of 20, and here we have image. The only part that is not dynamic, this is the one, the icon, so not max. This icon right there, and the font would be that system, and the size would be 40. So here we have a text, and this is the weather dot weather. This is the first index and the main. So right there we have it. So we have dot frame, width would be 150, and alignment would be dot leading. So we have a spacer after that, and after that we have a text here, and the weather dot name that feels like, and around double plus. So here we have the degree character. Let me just copy and paste it. So here, nice, we have it here, and the font would be dot system, and the size would be 100. So here we have the font weight dot bold. So here, after that, we have the spacer, and the frame would be 80. Okay, nice. After that, we have async image. Let me just async image, and the URL would be URL string, and the string would be this URL right there. Just copy and paste it. cdn.php, and so on and so forth. So here, after that, we have the image in. So image dot resizable. Let me see. So image in, and the image would be dot resizable. Yep, and the aspect ratio. What is happening here? Let me just. That's not working. So here I have it, and the image in. So the image would be that resizable. Resizable. So after that we have the aspect ratio, and the content mode dot fit. Here we have the frame width would be 315. And after that we have a placeholder here. So progress view. And after that you have a space. So here, nice, we have it right there. So after the spacer, we have a frame, and the max width would be dot infinity. And here we have a padding here, and the frame, the max width dot infinity, and the alignment will be dot leading. So here, nice, we have it. After that, we hit to this weather now card. So here we have a VS stack. After the frame, we have a VS stack. So in the VS stack, we have a spacer first, and the VS stack here, and alignment, that's leading, and spacing will be 20, and the content would be this one, a text that is weather now, and it will be bold, and the padding, dot bottom. So here we have H stack. Here for the H stack, you have a weather row, and the logo would be, I just copy and paste it, thermometer, and the name would be mean temperature, and the value would be weather dot main dot temperature mean and dot round double plus degree. So after that, we have a spacer, and again this one, but this is a max, and this is temp max. So here we have it. After that, we have another HSI. So just let me copy and paste this one. We have a spacer, so we have a wind here. We have for the name would be wind speed, and the value would be weather dot wind dot speed, and the round double would be n divided by s. Nice. And here we have humidity. Humidity, and the value would be main dot humidity to the percent. Yep. Nice here. So after that, we have a frame, and that max width. And max width would be dot infinity, and alignment would be dot leading. So it would be padding, and another padding, and that's bottom and 20. So nice. And that foreground color would be color, and the hue would be 0.656, and the extraction would be 0.787, and the brightness would be 0.345. So nice. And the background would be that white, and the corner radius. Our corner radius will be 20, and the corners will be the top left and top right. So top right, top right. Yep. Nice one, like that. So after that, we have the edge ignore safe area that's button, and we have the background color that's blue, and your preferred preferred color scheme would be that dark. So nice, we have it right there. So we have to import something in content view, and then we are good to go. So head to our content view, and here we have some variables here after state, state object, state object, variable location, manager equals to location manager, and your variable weather manager equals to weather manager, and at state variable weather. This is a weather, and this is an optional weather. So here, nice. So in our body, we have a via stack, and we have if let location equals to location manager dot location, and if let weather equals to weather equals to weather, and then we have the weather view, and the weather will be weather. So after that, we have else loading view and the task. Here do catch block, and we have a weather equals to try await. So we have weather manager get current weather, and let me see why get current weather, and the latitude. What is happening here? Get current location weather manager. Let us jump into the our weather manager. Yep, I don't know why this is happening. So we have latitude here. Yep. For the latitude, we have location, not latitude, and for longitude, we have location, not longitude. Yep, here, nice. And after that, we have a catch block here, catch, yep. And we have printed out the error, getting weather, and we print out our error. So after that, so weather manager, this is it. Oh, I misspelled this one. Nice. We don't have any error right there. So after that, here we have another else. If location manager that is loading, so loading view, else we have welcome view here, and that environment object will be location manager. So here right there, and here after the this one we have background color that blue, and we have preferred the color scheme would be that dark. So very nice, we have it. So this is our weather app. We completed in just an hour or so. Yep, let me just hit the run, and we can see our view. Yep. So here, let us see. So here we have our welcome view here. We have share location, and here weather can access your location when you choose to share it. I said okay, and then we have it Cupertino 9 degrees. So this is our tutorial. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. And share it with your friends. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and support me for make tutorial for you, make the amazing tutorial for you, and give me some energy in the comment. So thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see you in the next one.